He's not like you.
No offense.
I'm going
You're all
to
good.
that.
Take it on the chin, Caleb. Okay. Well, here we are to say goodbye to our boss. I think we figured out it's easier nowadays to get a new boss than it is to get school bus drivers. Because it's that too. What can we say about this young man we call our boss? We had no idea what or who we were getting for a boss after Kitty was gone. Would he be better or worse? We were in so much anticipation and maybe even dread. Finally, the day arrived, we met the boss, Caleb Hidalgo. Why, he's just a kid. What could he possibly know about running a transportation department, much less drive a school bus? He can't even see over the steering wheel. But much to our surprise, he did it. We were impressed.
I have to use a booster seat.
Now for the other stuff, Caleb is an IT man. That means he's it. He knows all about computers, very knowledgeable. In fact, he is so smart, he figured out how to install time clocks for all of us. Well, it's okay, but some of us lost a little pay by using them. But it's much less paperwork for us in the office. So you could say there are pluses and minuses. Ha. The next thing we had to get used to was not having our own personal bus key. Really, Caleb, have you ever seen anybody borrow a school bus and drive it around down dark alleys behind 18-wheelers?
I know you turned it into a party bus on weekends.
Just on weekends?
Strip
Anyway,
pole was in the back.
that was really a hard thing to get used to because I've had my own key for all these years. But we understand school policy. You'll find out that change is hard when you're old, and sometimes when you're not. So we just rolled with the flow. Then Caleb decided he would help us all lose weight. He removed all of the seats out of the bus barn, and now we have to stand around. But we burn more calories by standing. Good thank you, Caleb, I think. We are all willing to make some changes as long as we don't have to do anything different. Another thing that really surprised us is he knows how to bake cakes. I bet he learned that from a computer, or maybe the old-fashioned way from his mom. Either way, they're pretty tasty. I will say, and hopefully he agrees, Caleb has a pretty good crew to work with. As in office help, mechanics, and school bus drivers, last but not least. Caleb truly is an inspiration to us. He arrives late to work, but he makes up for it by leaving early. He told all of us we cannot do what he can do, and he cannot do what we cannot do. Together we can do great things. Huh? Caleb thinks he knows everything, but that's a great annoyance to those of us who do, right? Just as soon as Caleb arrived, he had to drive a bus route. And suddenly he realized he was lost. He calls in to Robin and says, "Can you tell me where I am, Robin?" Robin says, "Yes, you're driving a bus route." Caleb said, "Well, you must work in information technology." "I do," replies Robin. "How did you know?" "Well," said Caleb, "everything you told me is technically correct, but it's of no use to me." Robin replies, "Well, you must work in management." "I do," said Caleb, "but how did you know?" "Well," said Robin, "you don't know where you are or where you're going, but you expect me to be able to help, so you're in the same position you were in before you called. But now it's my fault." That's management for you. Caleb may know all about computers, but fax machines, not much. They can be dangerous. Caleb caught his shirt sleeve in one and almost ended up in Australia. Thank goodness Virginia stopped it. Caleb, if you find it hard to laugh at yourself, we'd be happy to do it for you. After a while, Caleb, Robin, and Virginia decided to get better acquainted. They walked to the coffee ranch for lunch. On the way there, they found an antique oil lamp. They were so excited, they picked up the lamp and rubbed it, and a genie comes out in a puff of smoke. The genie says, usually only grant 3 wishes, so I'll give each of you 1 wish. Me first, says Robin. I want to be in the Bahamas, lying on the beach, drinking margaritas. Poof, she's gone. Me next, says Virginia. I want to be in Hawaii, relaxing on the beach with my own personal masseuse, endless supply of pina coladas, and Jason Momoa. Poof, she's gone. Okay, said the genie. Caleb said, I want those 2 back in the office after lunch. Moral of the story, always let your boss have the first wish. After that, Robin decided she needed some time off from work, so she started to act crazy. What's different? She hung upside down from the ceiling. Caleb asked her, what are you doing? Robin said, I'm a light bulb. You're going crazy, said Caleb. Take a few days off. Robin laughed, and Virginia followed her. Caleb said, where are you going, Virginia? She said, well, I can't work in the dark. We know Caleb came from Highland Park School. He worked in the office and drove a school bus. He had a pretty stressful job. But anytime you throw in driving a school bus, it's stressful. One day, Caleb's boss came to him just right before quitting time on a Friday at that. His boss said, Caleb, what's happening? I'm going to need you to come in tomorrow, so if you could be in here around 9 o'clock, that would be great, okay? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm also going to need you Sunday, too. We had a bus driver quit, so I need you to cover his bus trip. Okay, thanks. So Caleb hasn't always been a boss. He knows what it's like to take orders. He worked hard and was getting more and more stressed, so he decided to see a therapist, a hypnotherapist. At that, Caleb told the therapist ever since he started working, every single day of his life has been worse than the day before. So that means every day that you see me, it's the worst day of my life. The doctor asked him, well, what about today? Is today the worst day of your life? Yeah, Caleb says. The doctor says, wow, that's messed up. Sorry, said the doctor, keep talking. Caleb asked, is there any way that you could zonk me out so that I don't know that I'm at work, you know, in here in my brain, kind of? Could I go home and think I've been fishing all day or something? The doctor says, well, that's not what I really do, Caleb. However, the good news is I think I can help you. I want you to do something for me, Caleb. I want you to try and relax. I want you to relax every muscle in your body, beginning with your toes and fingertips. Now I want you to relax your legs. You're beginning to feel your eyelids getting heavy as you slip deeper and deeper into a state of complete and total relaxation. All your cares and concerns are disappearing. Deeper and deeper, way down. Your concern about your job melts away, way, way down. Caleb was falling into a deep state of relaxation. Not a care in the world. The doctor gasps and grabs his chest. And he says, now, when I count backwards from 3, you'll be totally relaxed. Your worries, cares, and inhibitions will be gone, and you'll remain in that state until I snap my fingers. Okay? 3, deeper and deeper, way, way down. 2, way, way down. The doctor passes out on the floor and never snapped his finger. So since then, Caleb has been in a solid state of relaxation. Never gets upset, very laid back. Now you know how he adjusted so easily starting a new job. Even a more stressful one that he had. Maybe, maybe not. What do y'all think? Anyway, we all want the name of that therapist. We can't believe you're leaving us after such a short period of time. You come in here like a tornado, making all these changes, taking over 15 bus routes and 20 plus employees. Wow, such good experience for you. Now you're taking over 50 plus bus routes and and who knows how many employees. But we know you can handle it. We taught you everything you need to know. I hope Kenyon ISD is ready for the changes, and we hope their crew is as good as ours, but that's doubtful. You'll have to break them in just like you did us. Now we have to break in a new boss. We just about had you all lined out, and now you're leaving. We asked Caleb if we could get a raise before he left, and he said, because of the fluctuational predisposition of your position's productivity capacity and just to predict the industry standards, it would be monetarily injudicious to advocate an increment. Huh? Say again, we said, we don't get it. He said, that's right, you don't get it. Well, they say money can't buy happiness, but it will pay the salaries of a large research staff to study the problem. We nominate you as the leader of that staff, Caleb. And whoever said money won't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop. Shortly before Caleb was ready to leave, Mr. Welch wanted him to deal with enrollment. Enrollment was down in school and on the buses. So Caleb called in Robin and demanded she recruit more students or be fired. The next day, 5 new students signed up. The day after that, another 10 signed up. Within a week, the enrollment was sky high. She even recruited 3 new bus drivers. Pulling her aside, Caleb asked, how did you manage to get so many new students and bus drivers to sign up? It was easy, replied Robin. I just told them you were leaving. All kidding aside, Caleb, we wish we could change your mind. As they say, change is good, especially if it's in your pocket. If you get there and they have a better solution for student discipline, help us out. You know these kids are getting out of hand, so we need all the help we can get. They say true terror is to wake up one day and discover that your bus kids are running the country. Yikes. Well, good luck to you, Caleb. You only live once, so be careful and be happy. Just remember, the road to success is always under construction. Keep on buffing. P.S. Don't be too open-minded or your brains will fall out.